Hi guys, Kevin here. I'm back with another unboxing and I've got another USB hub. This is a USB 3.0 hub from OnChoice. Again, it's got 3 ports. Very minimal packaging and the standard made in China badge at the side, or label should I say. So, I'll get this out first. We have the hub, we have the cable, and we have a very short manual. It's in English though, so that's good. Okay, quickly talk about what's offered here. You've got 3 USB 3.0 ports that can do up to 5 gigabytes per second. You've got a Sony memory stick slot. You've got a Sony memory stick 2, the smaller version. You've got a TF, which is basically micro SD and all the different variations of micro SD, such as what's it, SDXC, etc., SDHC, and whatnot. And then you've got your standard SD slot. At the side, you've got this connection here for the cable. Now, I realise USB hubs aren't exciting for a lot of people, but when you're using a lot of devices, you know, on a regular basis, it is actually important that you pick the right one. My last video I reviewed this one from the bizarrely named iFun4U, which I assume some guy in China asked his 4-year-old baby to, to name the company, and this is what they come out with. Let's put a number in there and be fun. But this one looks good, it matches the Mac, the white and the silver. It's got 3 USB ports, it's got the SD slot and a TF slot. Again, TF means micro SD standard, and it's quite light. I mean, all of these retail at the same price. This one was £14, this one's $14.50 at the moment. And the one I bought previously from Vixing, that was $14.99. I'll talk about that one in a second. But in the video for this one, I spoke about the limitation of this one being the cable being quite short, which is good and bad depending on your situation. If you're travelling, a short cable is good. You want to keep, accessories to a minimal for weight and size and things like that, and that will wrap up nicely like so in your bag. So that's quite good. It's primarily for flash drives and things like that though, because if you notice here, there is no power, and here you've got a 5-volt DC connector. Let me get it in shot. This one doesn't have that, and it actually says in the manual that you can only go up to 900 milliamps. You couldn't really use this on a long-term basis to, for example, plug in 2 big hard drives that were running all the time. It would draw too much power. So this is more like just for like things that do light. I'm talking like flash drive, a mouse, that kind of thing, keyboard perhaps. Not anything that's going to draw a lot of power. This one won't. You can't draw a lot of power with this either. But if you start powering it with the 5 volts, you can. As you notice here, this cable is pretty long. It doesn't say how long exactly, but you can see, that's probably about a meter, and that's a good cable. It's look at the thickness of that. You just don't get that very often. It's very rare that you get quality that good. I'm quite pleased with that, and bizarrely I can't get it untangled now, but I'll just have to untie it. I'll do that just now. In fact, no, I won't. I'm lying. So that was the one I reviewed previously. These are all about the same price. I know this is the one we're talking about. Just puts into perspective its features. This was the one that I bought for the Surface Pro, and the reason I bought that was because the Surface Pro only has one USB hub, one USB port. This adds another one, and it gave me the memory card slots so that when I'm using my camera or anything like that, I can get photos and videos onto my computer. The good thing about this one is that it's got an Ethernet. This one doesn't have it. So really, this one I think is handy to have next to my computer, just for putting in things quickly like memory cards and flash cards. That's basically what I bought this one for. It's going to sit next to my Mac, and as I said in the last video in the unboxing and review for this, the Mac that I've got only's got one SD slot, and I'm recording in this camera and then recording audio on this little microphone, audio recorder here. Hello. And that basically means when I put it into my computer, I've got 2 SD cards that I need to take the files onto the computer. Something like this. It doesn't seem like a big thing, but it basically means I can put an SD card on my computer and then an SD card into the hub, and I can speed up the process of transferring files. So that's why this one will probably be on my computer a lot. well, that's what my initial thought was. I'm still not sure what to do because I've got another laptop and this one could be a better option. This one could be a better option for my Mac. It doesn't look as good as this one because this one, you know, it's got the white and silver styling. This one, the cable is longer and that's more practical. And so I'm actually I think I'll maybe go with this one with the Mac and I'll keep this one as a backup or take it when I'm travelling. The reason this one is always going to go with my Surface Pro is quite simple. It's got an Ethernet slot. That's it. I would have preferred if this had 3 USB ports, but it's really small and it's really portable. The Ethernet is something that I'm not going to use a lot, but if I'm going to a hotel, that Ethernet is, you know, sometimes you don't get Wi-Fi and you need to use an Ethernet cable, so that's why I've got that, and that's quite a useful little device. I would say though, as far as transferring files, as far as having USB ports, this one here from OnChoice is definitely without doubt the best one in my opinion, because it's got the 3 USB ports, it's got 4 different types of slots there, but you know, obviously you get lots of variations with the micro SD card. You can power it as well, so that you can power high-speed USB devices if you want. You just need to power it up, you know, get a cable for that, 5 volts DC. And the cable is thick and it's strong and it looks like this is going to last longer than me. So yeah, looking at these again, I'm kind of going on a bit, but it's really just to stress again the importance of the USB hub is really about what you need to do. You know, this one, Surface Pro, it's got Ethernet, and that's why it's always going to go with my Surface Pro. This one, you know, I'll either keep it as a backup or you know, I'll keep it around the house. Sometimes I think it'll be useful and it looks good, but I think the shortness of the cord makes it a good travel option, but I think long term, I think this one being plugged in is more useful because of all the different options, and you know, the cable's longer and it's got 3 USB ports, and yeah, I'm really happy with this one actually. This is probably my favourite so far. I wish it had Ethernet and it would have been the ultimate hub, but I really can't complain if I'm honest. It retails at £14.50 from OnChoice, and I'm really happy with this one. The more I think about it, the more I think this is the one that's going to be sitting there next to my computer every day. If you get any questions about this, please do leave a comment below. I'll do my best to answer them. And if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider liking, sharing or subscribing to my YouTube channel, or following me on my Amazon profile. Thanks for watching guys, till next time, take care.